Butterfly continue to flatter its wings all the way upwards of the $10 levels in the upcoming week, or is this a ticker which should you be locking your profits and walking away from? What's up, friends? Today we're discussing BFLY under 3 different lenses: the why, the what, the where, the why. We're going to be doing a cast breakdown, the what, some stock analysis, the where, telling you guys where to get in and where to get out. So without further ado, hit the thumbs up button and now let's get into it. Now the why is a necessity to cover when it comes to stocks, because as always, especially for a ticker which is up approximately 40% on the day, the first thing which we want to analyze is going to be why is it up to begin with, so then we can figure out the longevity of the whole move. When it comes to Butterfly, guys, this is a ticker which is running based off of on some killer earnings. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you know what I think about earnings, okay? Especially in the mid-cap sector, okay? This is a company that has a market cap of approximately 800 million, my apologies, approximately 800 million with a free float of 184 million shares. Now, in its mid-cap, okay? It ends up being considered mid-cap. Mid-cap to small cap relatively, we'll just say mid-cap, okay? Now, the reality is that unfortunately, what we see in the mid-cap sector is companies are not able to hold on to gains that they experience from earnings. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I think it has to do with the market conditions that we're in. People are extremely risk off. People are seeing the greens as a selling opportunity, and they're looking at, they're just trying to sell the greens and buy the reds. I don't know what it is, but companies can't hold on to gains. So what you really need to understand is that, there are only two ways of making money from trading a stock like Butterfly. Either you wait for a dip, a massive dip all the way back down to the 380 levels or maybe even 350-ish levels, or you play it as a breakout, okay? Now, this morning, there was a great breakout opportunity above $4.30, right? So if you were a day trader, if you're a day trader, congratulations, you probably made a lot of money from that. You should have. It was picture perfect setup, okay? However, this isn't a ticker which I would like to hold on to into the upcoming weeks. Why? Because right now we are on thin ice when it comes to the S&P 500. Now, it doesn't take a genius to understand that right now the markets have been more risk off than ever. If you look inside your portfolio will tell you the markets are not doing so well. However, the problem becomes that the S&P 500 is still keeping up. It's still holding up very well. I mean, it's down about only 2% from its all-time highs, right? And you take a look at your portfolio. Does your portfolio represent an S&P 500 which is down only 2% from its all-time highs? You tell me, because mine is not. Mine is not, in no shape or form is that what it represents, right? So you got to kind of understand that what we're dealing with over here is we're dealing with a situation where the S&P 500 could give us a correction all the way down to potentially the 650-ish levels in any moment. But we haven't yet seen that, right? And there's never been a time where everything's selling off and companies that just had great earnings don't sell off. So due to the broader market, I'm not holding this ticker. This isn't a ticker that I want to hold. Okay? Again, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have long-term potential. It just means that right now it's running based on a catalyst, which is its earnings, which unfortunately does not have much longevity. It doesn't have much longevity. It's not my decision. It's just what I've seen over and over again in the markets. Companies can't hold on to gains that they experience from earnings. I mean, take a look at NVIDIA, right? Take a look at NVIDIA. Greatest example. You would think that NVIDIA had the worst earnings ever yesterday. It's down 5% today. It's very hard to have good earnings right now. It's very hard for your earnings to be perceived as good and then for you to hold on to earnings, because people are just in a selling mood, and that's just a reality, okay? And you either adapt or you die, all right? So for me, this was a great day trade that we took, but from a swing trading perspective, I'm not a big fan of it. I will tell you guys this, is that this is a company which does have great potential. You know why? Because A, they have a lot of cash. The company right now has $132 million in the bank. These numbers are based off of their most recent SEC filings. They're burning $7.24 million every quarter, leaving them with 54 months of cash. 54 months of cash. Also, this is a company that has a 46% institutional ownership, and their overhead supply is very low. However, I don't see this ticker getting above the $5 levels. I don't see it breaking above this $5 levels. You know why? Because this $5 levels is a extremely stubborn level for this ticker, right? When we zoom out, we see previously it has resistance over here at $5, and now we've gotten pretty much a triple top at $5. And the reality is that the majority of earnings hype comes from the initial excitement and initial shock factor of it. So now that we've already had that, it's very hard for me to see this ticker make a multi-day rally and be able to actually also break above its previous super strong resistance level of $5. I don't see this ticker getting above 5, my friends. I don't, okay? Unless new news comes out, then yes. But with the current news that came out, it's not going to be able to break above $5, just like it couldn't earlier today. Now today in our own trading community, talking about day trading, we did take some day trades on it. This is our Discord, guys. It gives you access to day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, everything like that. Lessons, one-on-one access. Actually, right now we have a massive sale where the next 10 members that join, they get access to it all for a 50% discount. And we're the only community that offers a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. We're the only people, okay? And yeah, let me show you guys what it looks like. So today we took a day trade alert on Bfly. We said buying the break of 445 for a move to 450 to 470, and it went absolutely crazy. Okay, it went. This was this morning. Now, don't try to look at the times, okay? Because if you look at the time, the problem is I'm located in London right now, so I'm 5 hours ahead. So this really ends up becoming freaking, what does this end up becoming? This ends up becoming 9:30 a.m. So at 9:30 a.m. we said buying the break at 445, and at 9:30 a.m. as soon as the market opened, what did we get from BFLI? Right, there we go. We got a break, and 496 was hit. Okay, so a great little scalp from us over here, and we've been crushing it. From whether it's our swing alerts have been crushing it. SOUX, we bought it at freaking 6.5. We sold it today at 7.8, half of our position. Again, there's a reason we have over 400 plus members coming back month after month, right? It's because people are seeing results. And one of the things that makes us so unique is that not only do we give you entries and exits, so look, we give you the entry, we give you the exit, we also give you the stop loss, right? We also give you the stop loss, and we give you how many shares to buy in your portfolio. So we always use a 10K account as a sizing measure. So meaning that if you have a 50K account, you go out and you buy 5 times this number of shares. If you have a 100K account, you buy 10 times. If you have a 5K account, you buy half this share amount, right? Because we want you guys to have the same position sizing as us when it comes to your portfolio, right? And yeah, again, there's a reason we have over 400 members coming back month after month. Madge, when is this? This is Tuesday, so yesterday also says, thank you, Sam, for your videos and advice. I'm learning to invest differently and it's paying off. Yesterday, XWell, we crushed on XWell. My goal is $100 a day, The SMCI call is printing. Thank you, Sam, and I saw you oxygen the first 2 trades as a member, netted me 1K in 1 day. You guys are legit. I will spread the gospel. I appreciate you. Nice Qs, the Qs, we crushed on the Qs yesterday. This is now on, when is this? This is Monday. Good trading group, $2,000, said not Bob. Killed it on FFI, thanks to this Discord. If you're on the fence about joining, just know this is one of the few Discords that actually seems to care about you succeed. Thank you so much, Oprah. Thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, biggest one-day gain for me wouldn't be possible without the teachings of Sam. Bruce Willis left out says 418%. So we've been crushing it, guys. Again, I'm not going to go freaking read through all these, but people are seeing results. That's where they're coming back. So give it a shot, especially right now that we do have that ongoing sale. There's never been a better time to at least try the 2 weeks free trial. I appreciate you guys. Wish you guys the best of luck. Your boy Sam.